Hi, fifth graders. Today we're going to talk about ordered pairs. No, we're not talking about ordering new pairs of shoes online. We're talking about graphing. Woohoo! It's pretty fun. Now, the first word for your math journal is coordinate grid. It's a two-dimensional surface on which plots are pointed and located by their x and y coordinates. Please draw a picture of a coordinate grid in your math journal. Is this in your math journal? Okay. Now, the first thing we need to know about coordinate grids is this line right here. This is called our x-axis. It's going to be very, very important for us to know. This line right here that tells us how far to the left or to the right that we go, that's called our x-axis. Okay? X-axis. It's our horizontal line. Okay? Now, our vertical, our up and down line that tells us how far we go up or how far we go down, that's called our y-axis. This one, x, this one is y. We can't get those confused. It's super important that you have that straight in your brain. Okay? If you do, then this will be easy. And if not, then one more time. This one's the x-axis, and this up and down one is the y-axis. Okay? In your math journal, labeled x and y-axis. Good. Some more words for your math journal. Points on a coordinate grid are located using an ordered pair. That is a super important word. Obviously, it's the title of what we're doing today, ordered pair. It's how we find places on a grid, is ordered pair. Did you know that when you're playing Battleship or Bingo, you're using a form of ordered pairs? It's true. Ordered pairs are two numbers. First your x number, then your y number. First your x, then your y. That's the hardest thing about this, is remembering first we do our x number, then we do our y number. Okay? If you make a mistake, it'll probably be because you do the y first and then the x. X first. X first. X is our first number. It tells us how far over we go, how far horizontally, how far to the left and to the right. That is our x. Our y number is always second. It tells us up and down vertically. Y tells us how far we go up and down. It is always the second. X is the first. Tells us horizontal. Okay? Now, whatever way works for you to keep that in your head, we need to figure it out. Because some kids remember in the alphabet, X comes before Y. So that's a good trick to remember it. I like to think about like a plane taking off. Even though it's going to go in the air, it always coasts first. It always goes along the ground first before it goes up. On the old Super Mario Brothers games, if your Mario guy got to fly, he had to run first and then you could make him fly. He couldn't just jump up in the air and fly first. No, he had to run first and then he could fly. He has to go over and then up. Okay? Whatever way works for you, we have to remember X first, then Y. Over first, then up. Okay? All right, let's practice naming some ordered pairs. Okay, so the first one, point A, let's find it on our graph. It should always be, when you're graphing this, sorry, it's hard to write it perfectly on my computer with my drawing tools, but you're going to try and get it as close to the center of where those lines meet as possible. So point A is right here. Now, to find my ordered pair, I'm going to put it in parentheses. All right, so put parentheses. Now, how far do I go over? I go over 1. I start at 0, and I go over 1. Then, from there, how far do I go up? 1. So point A is at point 1, comma, 1. And we put those in parentheses. Point B, right here, again, I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go over and then up. So I go over 1, 2, 3, and I go up 7. So my ordered pair, I'm going to write parentheses 3, because I go over 3, 7, because I go up 7, parentheses. That easy. Point C, I go over 6, so parentheses, 6, comma, I don't go up at all, so I'm going to put 0, 6, comma, 0, and then, of course, parentheses. Now, my last one, point D down here, is at 0, 0. That is a special place called the origin. That is where we always start. We always start at 0, comma, 0. So I'm not going over, I'm not going up, I'm staying put, 0, comma, 0. My starting place, the origin. All right, the last thing we're going to practice on this video is how to plot points. Now, point A is at 1, comma, 3. Notice it's parentheses 1, comma, 3. So I need to go over 1, up 3. So I start at my origin, my 0, 0. I go over 1, and I go up 1, 2, 3, which leaves me right here. And again, I'm doing my best with the mouse, which is not great, to get it right there in the center between where the 1 line meets the 3 line. It's right there. It's not in the middle anywhere. It's not like here or here or here or here or here or here. It's got to be right there at the X where those 2 lines meet. That is point A. Or I could label that point 1, comma, 3. Okay? Point B is 4, 2. So I go over 4, up 2. Again, I start at my 0, 0, go over to 4, up to 2, and I want to place my point right there, smack dab in the center where the 4 line meets the 2 line. That's going to be point B. Okay? Again, it would be wrong if it was right here. It's right there is not where it goes. It doesn't go here. It doesn't go on the line. It goes right where those 2 lines meet. Okay? Line C, I'm going to go over 0 and up 7. So that's going to look right here where my y-axis meets the 7. Okay? That's going to be point C. And then 5, 0, go over 5, up 0. That's going to be on my x-axis. Right here on the 5. That's going to be point D. Okay? Just that easy. Over, up, X, then Y. Okay? If you can remember that, you will be a pro at ordered pairs. You got this. We'll do some more practicing tomorrow. Okay? See you later, 5th graders.